Hey, this is Stacy from Let's Cook, y'all. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new, welcome. We're really glad you're here. We're back with a new week of What's for Dinner. We've got a bunch of homemade, easy meals for you guys, including several pantry meals. I hope everyone is doing well and healthy, and you get some ideas for dinner tonight at your house. I hope you enjoy the video. To start us off this week, I mixed up a honey balsamic dressing for a salad. I also had some naan bread from a big package at Sam's Club, and we decided one of the things we wanted to use them for was to make pizzas. I had some pizza sauce from the freezer, and I just used whatever toppings I had on hand. I'm so very thankful with everything going on that I've got a really well-stocked refrigerator, freezer, and pantry. I had some sliced pepperonis, some frozen turkey sausage crumbles that I thawed out from the freezer. I had some red onion, some fresh sliced mushrooms. I put some Italian seasoning on it, and then I had shredded some mozzarella from a block. I got these on our grill mat for Tim to put outside. For the salad, I toasted some pecans. So indirect or direct heat?
This would be direct heat.
Direct heat, medium heat. We're gonna grill up the pizzas. Are you ready, Grill Master?
I believe they are.
Grill Master. Look at that. Handy dandy. This will be Tim's flatbread pizza with the red hot chili flakes on it. That little plain one will be mine. So we just used some non-flatbreads and what I had on hand. Tim grilled them up. Looking forward to this. I'll leave a link to the recipe if we like it. It's a new salad, strawberry spinach salad we're gonna try. And that is what's for dinner tonight. I'll show you a picture of our plates. I have roasted broccoli in the oven. I think it's about time we tried it in the air fryer. I'm gonna try it at 360 and I'm just gonna check it, and I'll try to leave a note if I can remember to add it all up, how many minutes it took to get it the way we like it. This is comfort food for us, taco pasta. I'm making a half measure in my skillet, but I've also made it in the Instant Pot, and I will leave a link to that recipe in the description box below. I did 4 minutes at 360, took them out and shook them, and another 3. They could probably go a little longer, but they are getting some of them, well, the shadows. Some of them are getting brown around the edges, and they are fine with me. So the air fryer, as expected, is a lot quicker than roasting the broccoli florets in the oven. Tonight is taco pasta done on the stovetop. We do have a recipe video for this. You can also do it in the Instant Pot. I did cut it in half, so that makes about enough for our dinner tonight and lunch tomorrow. I also did 2 broccoli crowns in the air fryer instead of the oven. It was a lot quicker. We'll also have what I call an everything but the kitchen sink salad. 2 kinds of lettuce, some red onion, mushroom, radishes, carrots, cheese, nuts, and craisins. And I'll show you a picture of my plate. I'll make up Tim's plate and he will warm it up when he gets in. The time has changed and he is back to the golf course every evening. That's what's for dinner tonight. It is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. We had big plans before all the coronavirus panic. We were going to do one of 2 things. We were either going to go to a local sandwich place that has a really good Reuben, or more than likely I was going to go to Kroger and pick up some corned beef from the deli, some rye bread, some bagged sauerkraut, some Swiss cheese, and make my own sauce. However, since we are trying to avoid both restaurants and grocery stores, we're going to do neither. Not going to acknowledge the Irish today. I went a totally different direction with a different cuisine. I've got an English cucumber. I peeled about half of it and then took the finest setting on my little grater and grated it out. What we're going to do is wring out as much liquid as we can and then put it in a bowl and salt it. That's going to also draw out more liquid to get it as fine, dry of a pulp as we can. You would obviously use a kitchen towel, but I was lazy, just used a paper towel. I'm going to take some garlic, some spices, some Greek yogurt and lemon juice and mix up a quick tzatziki. And if you hadn't figured it out, tonight we're having Greek. I made the tzatziki earlier in the afternoon and put it in the refrigerator to set up and meld together. At dinner time, I took half of one of my flatbreads and some slices of mozzarella cheese from a block and folded them up to put them in the toaster oven to melt and make a pita mozz, and it was time to cook the gyro meat. This was the last of my box in my freezer. Got a little help in the kitchen. Thank you, sweetheart. We are having Greek tonight. I made a big Greek salad, the homemade tzatziki. We cooked the last of our gyro lamb meat slices from Sam's. That is something I will repurchase, but right now the freezer is empty of it. I've made a little half one. I'll show you Tim's. His plate will look better. And we're splitting the little pita mozz. And we're going to split the salad. So here's our plates. And Greek is what's for dinner tonight. Tim's plate is a work of art. Look at his gyro salad and pita mozz. Yummy. Tim's working on some leftovers, so I'm trying to clean out the produce drawer. I had some mushrooms and spinach left, so I sauteed those and just tossed them with some feta and scrambled eggs, and this is my dinner tonight. The sweet potatoes in the air fryer are my favorite. Peppers are something I don't eat and I don't really know how to cut. If you've got a better way of cutting them, this has always worked for me to avoid the seeds. But it's time to cook the peppers and onions. Tonight's dinner is an often repeat at our house. It's one of Tim's favorites. This time I used some of the Sam's Club Members Mark chicken sausages. I think they have roasted garlic and mozzarella. He wasn't available to grill them, so I put them in about halfway with the sweet potato chunks in the air fryer. The peppers cooked in the same amount of time on the stove, and we're going to put them on buns and have a quick, easy supper. Cooking time was probably 16 minutes total, a minimal prep. So this one is quick and easy and a pantry meal for us. I'll show you a picture of our plates. That's what's for dinner tonight. And the grand finale of Tim's plate, Keaton, Logue's Life, this is for you. Tim made you a happy plate, happy face with his ketchup and his mustard. That's what's for dinner tonight. We are in the midst of pantry cooking, and I'm also trying to use up some cabbage that I bought and ended up not using for St. Patrick's Day. I have a recipe that actually came in a circular from Kroger for a tangy kielbasa skillet with apples and cabbage. I'm going to make a couple of substitutions. It calls for Granny Smith apples, and I have Honeycrisp, so that may change the flavor of the dish. It calls for a package of kielbasa, but I have a couple of chicken sausages open and thawed out. I used some in another dish, so I'm going to use those. And it just has some onions. It has very basic seasonings of very weird but pantry ingredients, thankfully. Ketchup, honey, salt, and pepper. I'm going to add a little more seasoning. I'm not sure what, but I'm going to get my apples, cabbage, onions, and sausages cut up and started cooking and mix up the sauce, and we're going to go from there and see what kind of one dish wonder we can come up with from the pantry. I got my pan hot so the oil is shimmering, and I'm going to add the onions first. Once the onions are soft and starting to brown, we're going to add the kielbasa, or in my case, I'm using Sam's Club chicken sausages with roasted garlic and mozzarella. The apples are next. And after the apples is the cabbage. And I'm going to go mix up the sauce. This is the part I'm most worried about. The recipe said to mix equal parts ketchup and water and honey and then season with salt and pepper. I am not real sure how I'm gonna like ketchup with apples, but we will find out. We're gonna mix this together and cook it until it's all combined, and I may have to add a little more water. We will give this new dish a try. It is a tangy sausage and cabbage skillet. I'm a little worried about the tomato-based, ketchup-based sauce, but we'll see. I've also just made us a simple side salad. I just noticed under the recipe it says don't be afraid of the ketchup. It makes the dish deliciously sweet and sour. So when Tim gets in, he will try it. I'm fixing to try it now, and we'll leave a comment on whether or not this was something we would ever do again. That's what's for dinner tonight. Thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Everybody stay healthy out there.